This section about careers is very much about the person and the interactions with the world around them. So when we want to see okay, well, what is the person's strength? What do they work best with? And we can have that people can work with themselves, just isolated on their own, or they can work with people that are maybe weaker than themselves, like older people, people that have got some sort of help that they need, like children, for instance, that need guidance or assistance. Anybody that needs their expertise, help, so that they can be in a position where they really help others to guide them or focus them on what they need to do. We could also help have people that really love working with other people, so they can work in partnerships, they can work in relation with other people, work on projects, or work in teams together with other people and really get the most of their skills out there and realized when they work together with others. We can also get people that really love to work with abstract or inanimate objects. So abstract things could really be something like the insurance industries, where they use a lot of data, they deal with a lot of figures, they have to look at different ways that they can optimize their financials, also medical aids, where's the highest risk areas, where could they potentially guide their clients so that they get less of a risk. This is where the incentives for physical exercise come in, that I don't necessarily agree with as the best option. I would say the medical aids could do far more in order to ensure the health of people and actually far reduce the expenditure. But then, they don't really have forums for the public to go and get ideas. So the medical aids would then get actuaries or people to then analyze the data, look at statistics. So statistical analysis would also be required. So people doing statistics or mathematical calculation, data analysis, all those sort of things fall in that category. We could also have people that work conceptually with data or concepts, like designers, or we could work with people doing programming, so that they would really fall into that. The other aspect for abstract things or inanimate objects would be people that work with machinery, people that work with cars. Maybe they're not very good with other people, but they really interact with machinery very well. You could have a mechanic that could not be able to speak to anyone, but they can fix a car better than anyone else. So you really need those people in the right places. So they're very much background people, and some people really prefer that kind of work. So this is what we want to see. What is it that we can actually create all these things and see, well, where does the sitter move towards? Does the sitter move towards this option, that one, or the other? Then we can also have people that deal with nature pretty well. They can love animals, work with animals, work with the natural environment. You can get nature conservationists or people wanting to save the rhinoceroses. So there's a whole lot of different aspects of what a person can prefer about working with the outside environment, how they want to interact with it, or they could really just be someone that does their own little thing in their own way, maybe like influencers, I would guess, where they speak about their own ideas and their own concepts, and really focus on themselves and their personal skill. And in some way, obviously, they have to relate to the outside world, otherwise they would sit in their little spot and not really earn any money. This is a aspect that we can also look at when people are uncertain about where to move to next. So these are things that you can make them interact with on your reading screen to see, well, where is it that they can be best suited.